Most evil pranks. According to Reddit, number 15. I got a Harry Potter calligraphy set for my birthday years ago. It had Hogwarts marked paper, envelopes, the whole deal. My brother ate all of my birthday chocolates from an aunt, so I plotted my revenge. I know exactly where this is going. Next September, I copied out Harry's letter word for word in green ink, only changing the name. I let him believe that he was going to magic school for a whole 2 weeks before I crushed it. Damn. That's a long time to believe you're going to magic school. Oh, some children wanted nothing more than to go to a school of witchcraft and wizardry. It's not a doomer, you idiot. I can't stand stripes. Ugh. Coming in here triggering me like some people getting triggered by a halftime performance at an obsolete friggin' ball toss game. Okay? Y'all out here caring about that stuff. Linda, how are you? Mameshibo. Bo Tot Aper. Manuel Bell. Diva. Randomness. And Darth. Every time I think of Diva, I just disregard, the thought, because I associate her with that stupid little girl in that dumb Overwatch game. She's the only waifu that has nothing to offer, okay? When you look at May, you see them thighs and them things. May waifu. Wow. Can't believe Final Fantasy VII is coming back, so Tifa's gonna be back on the menu, boys. Number 14. Over a decade ago, I worked in a warehouse of a guitar center. We dealt with inventory, shipping, and receiving. We had a dumpster behind the store in a shared parking lot that people would leave random things in, even though it was not a public dumpster. One day we found a broken beach chair in an open cardboard box. The box had a shipping label on it. It was left in such a way that it was easy to assume that the chair/box combo was left by the same person. We packed the beach chair in another box and shipped it back to the customer. I wish I was there to see the person's face when they received their trash back via UPS. Yeah, boy, this ain't your fucking dumpster. Go to the dump like everybody else trying to get away with this. Botot says, my name is Russian for that one friend. Kyle, interesting. I guess you're that one friend. That's like hovering his hand over his butt after he farts and then smelling the hand to see what's up. See if it was that bad. You know what I mean? Right on cue, here comes Maya Nugget. Speaking of smelling farts, that's a joke. And, I shouldn't take the piss out of people that I barely know like that, but that's part of the whole thing, huh? It's part of the whole Kyle package. Oh, boy. Manuel said, I heard Tifa. This guy knows what's up, man. You know what I'm talking about. That titty meat, my God. That breasticle. That it's boob o'clock with Tifa. That's the waifu of all the waifus right there. And now they're trying to modernize her. They're trying to make the bust more modest. I can't have that. I will not stand for that. I'm seething as a gamer. Number 13. This prank was played on me. I took my SATs on April 1st. That night, I went out with a group of friends, and when I got home, my mom met me with a serious look on her face. She told me that the testing committee had been called, and there had been an error in all of the tests from the day that we lost. Everyone was being contacted to schedule a date to retake the exam, and she really sold it. The face, the reactions, everything. I bought it hook, line, and I'm sorry, I bought it hook, line, and sinker, and she let me believe it until lunchtime the next day. My mom's a diabolical person. Well, at least she has nothing else going on in her life in a way where she can use you as an outlet in a way that doesn't harm you, you know? A lot of parents, when they're bored and they got nothing else going on, they'll just make your life a living hell, baby. And not with Sockem boppers. More fun than a pillow fight. Blow 'em up and put your hand inside. Get ready to have the time of your life. By Milton Bradley. I don't think Sockem boppers were by Milton Bradley. Sockem boppers are not a board game, Kyle. Let's look this up. You're looking up Sockem boppers in the middle of your fucking, stream. It's my stream. Wait a minute. How come this one called them soccer boppers? I remember them called Sockem boppers. Yo, here it is. So now they're called Sockem boppers. A pillow fight, bitch, I'll blow 'em up. Put your hand inside, get ready to have the time of your life. Okay, but they weren't by Milton Bradley because it's not a board game. It's not a board game. Stop adding by Milton Bradley at the end of everything. Okay. That was scary as fuck. All right, let me segue into this. Okay. That's the old school thing from the 90s. Y'all don't know anything about that. That's why my breast taste is so refined. Dunkaroos are a thing that you may have heard of me talk about on this channel if you've been here for more than 6 minutes, which isn't a lot of you. I know there's a revolving door on the people who can tolerate this channel, and maybe that's the best way. Tell things on YouTube. But that aside, Dunkaroos are a thing that you've heard me bitch about not having anymore. But from what I hear, Dunkaroos are coming back, baby. I heard Dunkaroos are coming back this summer. This summer, Kyle is stocking up on Dunkaroos if he can survive the coronavirus, the movie. Oh, yeah, bro. Give me those Dunkaroos. As we continue up this list, what if it was all a prank? And the prank was on me? What if the prank was on me? Manuel says, sorry, Kyle, lighting is better than Tifa. Yeah, when you can't even spell the name of the bitch right. So, yeah, I guess lighting would be better on Tifa, making Tifa look even better with the right lighting. You see what you've done to your own comment? You sabotage your own comment, not spelling things properly. In a way, you're saying the only thing better than Tifa is Tifa with better lighting. I agree. Ooh, you see what you did to yourself? Is everybody okay? Is nobody bathing? That bothers me. What's the point if nobody's bathing? Take a bath. Number 12. I remember it like it was yesterday. At summer camp, my cabin's leader found a little snake that wasn't doing so well, so they decided to put it in an old terrarium inside our cabin. Few of the other guys were nervous about it, so the next day when the leaders decided the snake was well enough to release, I asked that they keep quiet about releasing it. When the other guys got back to the cabin and found no snake in the terrarium, chaos ensued. Nice. It's a shame there were only men in that cabin, because then you could be all like, I'll keep you safe, baby. But depending on the type of boys, that was probably still going on as well. Gay. True Shada says, Kyle, Dunkaroos have been in Canada for a while. Then why don't you Canadian people send me some fucking Dunkaroos? I don't have any Canadian subscribers other than you, True Shadas. Then it falls on you. Would that be okay to, I don't know, mail? If it's okay to mail, then send them to me. It's not like I get titties to make up for it. Linda says they won't be the same, Kyle. What, shipped through the mail? Or you mean the new formula? That's a very good point. Because I can't even get cereal to taste the way that it did when I was younger, and it's not like my taste buds have changed. I remember distinctly the time when they changed the formula on a lot of these damn cereals, and that's unfortunate. In a big way. Look, I see somebody out here saying stupid shit in the chat. That's not true. And I hope you learn a damn lesson you don't forget for it, you motherfucker. What you talking about? True Shada says, where do you send them to? Well, message me on Snap or, in the Discord, and we can talk about that, I mean, should I be waiting until after this coronavirus scare is happening? Isn't there like a big Chinese population in Canada? Not that it's restricted to one race of people, but that's where it's coming from. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not racist, I'm just saying. Alexander Palermo. Your brother's mad at me, man. I don't know what I did, but he just turned his back. Sockem boppers. Okay. Kyle sends them to the void, to the shadow realm, y'all. As we continue up this list, let me make sure I read number 13. I did. Number 11. I farted under the covers and then pointed at the ceiling above my girlfriend and shouted, "Spider!" so she'd throw the blankets over her head. Later, when she told her parents, it turned out that the thing that earned her dad... Oh, wow. Later, when she turned her parents... like she's a zombie. Later, when she told her parents, that turned out to be the thing that earned her dad's respect for me. It made him laugh so hard he needed an inhaler. Oh my God. That's well thought out, though. You know what I mean? Oh my God, there's a spider on the roof. Oh, tell me when you've got... What? Listen, I'll tell you guys something very, very spicy, but I can't just let it loose. You guys are gonna have to earn it. If you do something that I consider worthy of earning, this very spicy thing that I did once when I was younger and I was a little worse than I am now, I will unleash this information into the wilderness and allow you to do with it what you may. It's like some cartoon shit, but it really happened. And maybe I'm not proud of it, but I know better than to just be like, hey, so this one time this happened. No, man. You have to earn it. Well, if it isn't Hilda Hernandez, is everything working out, Hilda? Glad to see you. Glad to know you're well. And I hope that everybody in the chat is doing equally well. Love ya. And go take a bath because you guys are dirty. This list is brought to you by baths. Nice. One night, I replaced every framed object in my boss's office with a picture of me making a stern face. Posters, certificates, photos, etc. It took me like 3 hours because he had like 30 framed things in his office. The next day, I made sure I was out doing field work to make him sit with it most of the day. He had a lot of foot traffic to look at his office that day. Oh my God. Well, I'm glad that you have such a friendly, relationship with whoever your boss is. Wonder what kind of field of work he's in. I just feel like I'm gonna sneeze sometimes, Can I tell you guys a really corny secret? Hopefully one of you's in the bath to listen to it. Animal Crossing is coming, and thank you guys for being so wonderful, because without you helping me handle business around here, I wouldn't probably have been able to even experience that. But long story short, because I was interested in getting certain villagers in my town, or island I should call it, I actually bought some amiibo cards. They were like $2 and $3 a piece, so it's not like a crazy investment or anything, but it's just like the nerdiest thing that I feel like I've done is buy these specific characters, so that even though you could probably get the characters in the game without the cards, I wanted to have them right off the bat. And I feel like a real nerd for it. Now, some of you may be into Animal Crossing enough to want to know who my lineup is. Wow, you actually care? You care? Well, I'll show you. Eventually. Number 9. A friend kept trying to steal my sushi off of my plate at a restaurant dinner. I don't know where you're finding all these words, boy. So while she wasn't looking, I stuffed it full of wasabi, put a bit of fish back on top of it to cover my tracks, and then pretended not to be looking and when she started reaching towards it, no, I pretended not to be looking when she was reaching towards it. She tossed it into her mouth, started chewing down, and I just swung my head toward her and said, "You fucked up." 5 minutes of coughing, muffled screaming, and copious amounts of water later, she learnt her lesson. Yeah, guys, that's how you get them in the bathtub, you know? Hilda Hernandez says, I have my first interview in months. Please wish me luck tomorrow. Well, I wish you luck. I wish you positive vibes. And I hope that whatever, you are seeking a position in is the type of position that you would fill best. Kind of like the slots that I fill. In your life holes, guys. In your life holes. Number 8. The AM supervisor at my office is a short little man who likes to work from a laptop on a rolling adjustable desk. For over a year, I gradually raised the desk. Oh my god, what the fuck? Damn it, there's a fly in here. Where's my damn electric swatter? Do androids dream of electric fly swatters? Who is that reference for? For over a year, I gradually raised the height of his desk and watched as he went from sitting on a stool to an adjustable tall task chair to standing. Last week, he removed the wheels from the desk to lower the height. He doesn't realize it's adjustable. What the hell? God damn it. And now this stupid thing's attacking my monkey balls. Okay, you know, where the hell did it go? It was under the couch. Well done. I have it now. If this fly believes that it can tempt me, I will show it the true meaning of woe. Yeah, that's right, I can't see you anymore, fly. That's fucking right. As we continue through this list, we arrive at number 7. When my brother and I were in middle school, my brother liked to skateboard with our next door neighbor. One day my brother and neighbor took the sheet of plywood from under my brother's upper bunk bed and they went out of the house and started making a skateboard ramp out of it and the neighbor's adjacent yard. My parents had explicitly told him that he was not allowed to do that. Now, in my defense, my brother teased me unmercifully. Unmercifully? Why didn't you just say mercilessly? You fuck. Jesus. Manuel says, thank you for filling my hole. You know, usually when I hear that, it's hotter. So, I don't know, man. Thanks for cooling down this phrase for my life, I guess. Tom says, Kyle 0, fly 2. I wasn't armed yet. How does it count? How does it count? What was I supposed to Mr. Miyagi that thing? I couldn't just be clapping all over the microphone. That would be ridiculous. I have a record of having never made a strange noise on the microphone, and that's the way that I want it to stay. Okay, today. Datebayo. As we continue with this entry, my brother teased me mercilessly, so keep in mind that he had this coming. Anyway, an evil little plan hatched in my brain. I ran to the upstairs window and yelled down at them, "Guess what? Mom knows everything and she's so mad." And then I slammed the window shut and ran to the stairs and waited and watched my mom read the newspaper. A few moments later, my brother walks in the front door, looking worried and says, "Mom, I'm so sorry." And my mom said, "About what?" while slowly putting the newspaper down. "For making a skateboard ramp out of the wood from the bunk bed." "You did what?" At that moment, a wave of shock and realization swept across my brother's face, and our eyes met, lock eyes from across the room. I let out the biggest, evilest little sister cackle and ran into my room. We are adults now and still laugh about it from time to time. Oh, what a picture perfect fucking scenario. Unless you guys are both in the bathtub, I don't want to hear about it. Fucking lame. What's going on in everybody's lives, you know? Hilda has an interview. What do you guys have going on? Are you upset? Are you sad that things not working out? Are things going better than you expect them to, but, you know, you still kind of want them to work out better in other situations? Do you guys like my thumbnail? Check it out. It's when God made me, and it's like just a little bit of respecting women, but then God spills the cup, and he's all like, "Oops." It's pretty shitty meme. Hope you guys enjoy. Yeah, there you go. You're welcome. Wow. Randomness says, no matter transport experiments with a fly atound. You're talking about, you know, like the teleportation thing with the fly going in one and me going in the other, and oh my god, we have spliced our genetic makeup. I'm part fly now. Maybe I'm just a Kyle head on a fly, but tiny. But the fly head is big on my body now. Oh, gross. Some might say it's an improvement. I'm just kidding. I am just kidding. I'll tell you what, though. I'm proud of all of you. I'm proud. DZZZ says it's only a 4 out of 10. I can respect that. It's not a dope, you know, thumbnail. It tickles me on a personal level, I suppose. Helsing says 7 out of 10. Well, I appreciate the kindness on your part. You guys are making me want to take a bath now. Pamela says, hello, Kyle. Thank you. Hello to you. I hope no flies are pestering you. It's not like a big normal fly. It's like one of those, like, gnats. But, oh, they're called fruit flies. Yeah. And they, like, attach to the back of each other when they fly around sometimes. It's crazy. As soon as I put this fucking racket thing in my hand, it disappeared. Crazy to say. Whatever. Let's continue through this list. Number 6. I saw a post about switching around mayo and vanilla pudding. Emptied out a mayo jar, cleaned it well, filled it with a few pots of vanilla pudding. Dude, that's not... It'd be funnier if you put the fucking pudding in the mayo. No, if you put the mayo in the pudding, it would be funnier. Because someone would take a spoonful of that thinking it's all fine. Sorry, our university is very lax about eating during the lectures, so I waited until midday. When I was waiting in the middle of my friends, then they were all eating their lunch. Cue me taking out a jar of mayonnaise. Oh, because you're gonna be the one eating it and making it look like you're eating mayonnaise. I just popped the lid off and started taking big old spoonfuls with a grin. At first, only the closest ones noticed, but after the third spoon, it was like everyone was frozen around me. After the 5th spoon, someone faux retched, and the spell was broken. The looks of sheer terror and disgust were well worth the pain of eating vanilla pudding. I'm a chocolate kinda gal. Uh-huh. Well, I do like chocolate kinda gals. Nostatic says, I just beat Fear. It's such a good game. It's been a while since I've heard anyone mention Fear. I think the name of the girl in that game series is Alma, and she sure does keep things interesting, doesn't she? More games need something like that going on. I can't believe none of you are spiraling out of control. None of you, are in like a polyamorous relationship where your parents hate your kids that aren't by whichever, I don't know, husband or boyfriend or one that you're running around with. Or you're pregnant with another kid when you already have too many kids and you thought that you had a, like your tubes tied, but they somehow untied themselves or something crazy like that. Pretty ridiculous, I'm not saying I missed that kind of nonsense going down, but it was pretty insane. I guess if I wanted insane, I could just call Hadu and have her talk about her life, but that would be rude. I'm not trying to rude on Hadu. I'm not trying to rude on Hadu, dude. Number 5. Wait, yeah, number 5. I made a fake version of Internet Explorer that turns your PC off when started in the ICT class at school. Wow. Well, who's using Internet Explorer? How long ago was this? I'm surprised the immediate comment wasn't serves them right for using Internet Explorer. Somebody says if you are set on using Internet Explorer, you deserve it. Yeah. Yeah, this must have been back in the day, but they know what they're biting off. They deserve what they get. Number 4. Why are you doing this? I lived in Korea for a while, and when my mom came to visit, I told my Korean girlfriend that it was an American custom to greet older women by touching elbows. I told my mom the same story about Korean customs. It was a thing of beauty. They were not pleased. Touching elbows, dude. Why not go for the boob honks? They'd believe it. Come on, they'd believe it. It is customary that you squeezy in my culture. Open palmed, nipple pinch, bit of a lift, and a double honk. Well done. We have now greeted each other properly. I'll see you tomorrow for your daily greeting. Honk honk. That's perfect. That's perfect. Kyle, have you had fried mayo-flavored Pop-Tarts? I think you know the answer is no, my man. I think you know the answer is no. A mayo-flavored Pop-Tart. I mean, a fried Pop-Tart would be pretty badass, let's be real. Let's be honest with ourselves. I don't know. Something about tonight is weird. I feel down. Whatever. As long as you guys had a good day, I think everything makes sense. And that's what matters. Nestastic says, I just remembered your old TIFU videos, and by God, we are they glorious. Now we're talking. We are they. Belle says, Kyle, what's your favorite Pop-Tart? It's funny you should ask because I used to be into the hot fudge sundae Pop-Tarts. You want to say that again, my man? Hot fudge sundae Pop-Tarts. I used to be into the hot fudge sundae ones. And then I really used to be into cookie dough. But to be honest, man, like cookie dough, cinnamon roll, and brown sugar cinnamon work for me. And I should always have one of those on my wish list so people feel like they can just send me some damn Pop-Tarts because I fucking love them. Is that loving Pop-Tarts too much? I don't know. Ivy Poison says, I will pay you for feet pics. Well, you know where the donation link is, Ivy. Put your money where your mouth is. And if you're lucky, I'll put my feet where your mouth is. Ew, I'm kidding. Kyle Channel does not condone the act of soliciting pictures of feet on the internet, man. Come on. You guys act like feet are titties. Titties are great, but feet, I just don't get it. To each their own. If you're not hurting anybody, I mean, okay, but oh my God. Feet. Linda says Kyle chained her up in the basement again. Chained who up? Dia? Dia's sleeping. Well, she's going in and out of sleep. She's sleeping as hard as she can in a house with Kyle and his voice. Why are you all so worried? If Dia vanished one day, you'd all be sending out some sort of search team or something? So who you think this is? You and my hot fudge sundae Pop-Tarts don't know what's good for ya. But I'll show ya. Bend it over. In the bathtub. I cannot believe that I was thinking about Sockem boppers. It's going to be on my head. Like the jingle is going to be in my head all day. Or night. Blow them up, put your hands inside, get ready to have a time of your life. Dude, that's like the old school when motherfucking... Oh my God! There it is. The thing came back into view. Okay. If I can just get it to come back over here. You fucking son of a bitch. Where did you go? Oh my God. It's always disappearing from me. I hate this. Oh, it's so close. Dude. It went away. I'm sorry, guys. I had that fly. I had it. Whatever. Number 3. One summer in college, I worked in the registrar's office, registering all of the incoming freshmen. A professor, who was a mentor to me, was teaching freshman seminar and asked me to hand him a class for her, or to handpick a class for her. Straight A student, high SATs, whatever, so I handpicked the class, 15 students all named Sarah. Was that like your prank? That you only picked girls named Sarah in the class? That's kind of ridiculous. Somebody says, I wonder if the professor took it in stride after finishing attendance. I suppose you're wondering why I gathered you together here today. Man, if there are a bunch of girls named Sarah, only the biggest titty one would matter. Or the one with like the weirdest color hair. You better believe if there was a girl in a class full of Sarah, she'd dye her hair like that night. That night, boy. That freaking night. That poor Sarah. That poor flock of Sarahs. Ugh. You know that some of them probably became instant best friends just because their names were Sarah. Someone said, how did the class go? It was serendipitous. Yeah, amazing. Oh my God. If they're really fruit flies, will that work on them randomness? He says, get some apple cider vinegar. Put it in a plastic cup. Put 3 drops of dish soap in there, and the fly and any you don't see are gone. Oh, is this true? Let's find out together. One day I'm gonna inhale real hard and the fruit fly is gonna go up there. Number two, my mom's laptop wallpaper was a picture of her granddaughter. My mom's laptop wallpaper was a picture of her granddaughter. I copied the picture 100 times and made her a wallpaper of a slideshow of the same picture over and over again. So the file would change, but nothing would change visibly on the monitor. The pictures would change every 10 seconds. One of the images, I painted a tiny little curly mustache on her. So randomly for 10 seconds, my niece would have a mustache. My mom thought she was either losing her mind or had a computer virus, and every time the mustache popped up, it was gone by the time she tried to show someone. Jesus, Satan. This is the craziest idea I've ever heard of. The fucking wallpaper changes. It's 99 of the same picture, but one of them is different. To be honest, I think a person could go their whole life not noticing that the damn thing's changed. And that's the truth. But not as true as the fact that nobody's taking a bath. And that's not good. You guys should get cleaner. I just want you to believe in yourself and sanitation, cleanliness, happiness. It's in a bath. It's in you. I don't believe any of you are even going to do it. Okay? I don't believe any of you are going to do it. Are people really talking in the titties room still? I can't fucking stand you fucking losers. Like the titty room is for hot discussion about like titty size and shit like that. You will never guess what this room is for. It's in the name, titties. Shut up. Shut up and go find me some dank titties. Okay? Ugh. My God, there's more discussion going on in this room some days than like anywhere else. And if you want to know who's deleting all of your garbage in here, it's fucking me. You guys are effortlessly triggering me. And if you were to ever sit down and actually ask Stripes, she'd tell you the truth. She knows that it triggers me. Okay. But the bottom line is, Stripes gets triggered in the Discord because of where everything is. I only have a problem with that one physical room. But you come in here with your links and your turtles and your pictures of birds because it's such an original joke. Oh, I bet nobody's made this joke before. Boy. Sometimes I just wanna make my hand made out of poison so I can give you a handshake and be like, I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great day. DZZZ says your phone is fucked. It's not true. Stripes. Stop the bullshit. Why does DZZ say my settings are effed up? Like my settings should allow me to see I don't think so, man. I don't think it works like that. You tell me how to change it so that instead of links I see what the actual thing is, and then we'll go from there. Because it doesn't work that way for me, and I don't know how to change it. I'm not an old man. It's just not blatantly apparent in the damn settings, okay? Because somebody else posted a picture and it was links for them too. So if you're telling us that all of our settings are off, then show us how to change it, okay? Show us. DZZ, if you're saying that you sent screenshots of what it looks like for you, that doesn't change the fact that other people are seeing links. We don't care that it works for you. What we're fucking telling you is that it doesn't work for us. And if we outnumber you, then who's the bigger fucking deal? We are, homie. So don't go, well, it works for me. You know what I mean? You want to go over to China right now and be like, oh, well, I'm not sick. Let's see how many days you can get away with that. Well, I'm not sick right now. Here's a picture of me. Oh, I'll eat this bat right now. Okay, DZZZ. We get it. Go to China, my dude. Go to fucking China. Alright? And shake my hand. I want to shake your hand, DZZZ. Jesus Christ. As we reach number 1 on this endless list, 2 of my friends have never met each other. Before they spoke, I told both of them that the other is a bit deaf. You fuck. Oh my God. They shouted at each other for a few minutes before they realized that I'm an asshole. Oh, God. This is a perfect prank. There's a little bit of embarrassment, but mostly just confusion on both of their parts. Oh, man. That's so innocently wonderful. They're both a bit deaf. Nice. I'm downloading Phantasy Star Online too right now. I know you guys don't know anything about that. It must be so hard knowing me, because I represent all of these things you've rarely heard of. And those of you who have heard of it, you know that you're like the odd one out. You know? That's why I try to keep it relatively based in reality and on things that you know. Like bathtub, go take bath. Go take shower time. Pestilence has joined the server. This ought to be good. This ought to be good. Guys, I do wish you a wonderful day. Hilda, I wish you a wonderful, what am I thinking of? A wonderful interview. Jesus, just escaped my whole mind hole. Guitar Noodle Love says, I want to play Phantasy Star. It used to be me and my friends' go-to during sleepovers when we were kids, besides Halo. Seems like 30 years ago now, doesn't it? What a long time ago that was. 25 years, wait, what? Something like that. 20 years, maybe just 20. Maybe just 20 years. Whatever. For once, my mouth feels dry. Normally, I can get through these streams without an issue. And this stream was actually shorter than most, but it's been a long day for me. Here's hoping if you had a long day, you find the right thing to unwind to. Maybe you can find a video of mine from back in the day. Either way, have a wonderful night. Stay out of trouble. Join the Discord if you want to be notified whenever these lists go live. You can Snapchat me, whatever things are currently happening, because my old man circles do not capture the good stuff these days. I really only rely on Stripes for what is going on in the world. And I'd love to make more videos on whatever juicy bing bong is happening right now, but odds are I'm just finding out so late that I don't even know, you know? For those who are interested in Phantasy Star Online 2, the closed beta is something you can download via the Xbox Insider Hub, which you can either get on the Xbox One if you own that, or just download it via, you know, like if you hit your start menu and then just look for Insider Hub. It allowed me to join and then download the blah, 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 blah. A bit of a warning though, it's 68 fucking gigs. That's almost 70 gigs for this shit. It was not playing around. I'm honestly a little shocked. 70 gigs. This thing is not playing around. What's going on in that? Whatever. We'll see. Love you. Get a hold of me. Stay out of trouble and have a wonderful night. Later. Bye, 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 bye.